Constantino,
Go ahead.
pound for pound.
Robert, switching topics. There's a huge fight this weekend. Andy Ruiz versus Anthony Joshua. Obviously, you've heard of what Joshua said. He said, once I beat this guy, I want everyone to rise to their feet and bow to me. And he's gonna tell everybody, to fuck up.
Well, I think he's pumping himself up, because he knows the danger of the fight, and he knows it's not an easy fight because of what happened the first time. Him saying that, I think he's showing a little bit of maybe he's worried, maybe he's a little bit of fear. I just hope he comes out 100% with no excuses. But I think Andy Ruiz will probably he'll pull it off again. I think he already beat him mentally, and I think he'll do the same again.
What do you say mentally? Can you explain why you say that?
Well, look, the first, Joshua dropped him. Andy got up, no problem, came back and dropped Joshua. That had to worry Joshua. After he had him hurt, and he got him with a good hook where he was hurt, where Andy Ruiz was hurt. Then Andy gets up and knocks him down. That changes the fight around. Joshua didn't expect that. Had never in the world anybody thought Andy Ruiz had a chance against Joshua. But Joshua himself gets that and he panicked. He got dropped a couple of times more, and then he didn't know what to answer. He didn't know what to respond when the ref was in front of him. That's why the ref called it out. He was out of it, and I think he was more mentally.
Do you think that what's the mentality has to be for Andy? Because obviously he's coming off such a big win. He's on such a high. People want to be your friends.
The same positive mentality that he did coming into the ring, but now it's more reality, because at first it was more, I got a chance. I know I got a chance, knowing that he was the underdog and very few gave him a chance. Now he's going in there knowing that he already did it. So now he's that same mentality, but he's a little bit more sure that it's possible that if he already did it once, why can't he do it again?
Do you think it's good that both of them are coming into the fight with it's going to end in a knockout?
Well, look, I think Andy does believe it. I don't think Joshua believes it. I think Joshua is more about himself trying to pump himself up, trying to make himself believe. And look, we have fighters, bro. Because I know boxing. I've been in boxing so many years, my whole life, and I've worked with so many fighters. I have those fighters that never say nothing. They just know they go in there and they get work done. But then there's those fighters also that have to pump themselves up to make themselves believe that they could, even though they could be one of the most talented fighters in the gym, but they still need that extra help, and they try to pump themselves up. I'm a Nakamura, I could do it. But that's because they don't really believe in it. They don't really believe, but they try to pump, and that happens. So look, I'm not gonna give you names, but I have those in my gym too. I've worked with those, and there's those that never say a word. They just go in there and get their work done.
And lastly, what happens if Joshua does lose? Let's just say, what happens to his career?
Well, he brings his career back up.
No, if he loses.
Oh, if he loses. Oh, I thought you said if he wins. Because if he wins, then he's on top of the world again. Hopefully, he gives Andy the third fight.
Down the line, but not.
Yeah, okay. Well, whatever. But if he loses again, he's a big star. He's a big name. He could still continue fighting different heavyweights. It's just that Andy's got his number, and that's it. Good for Andy. He'll move on to make a lot more money with bigger fights. So that's what I would love to see.
Okay, thank you, Robert. Appreciate your time.